What's brewing with the Las Vegas Raiders and their star receiver, Davante Adams? Trade rumors are swirling, and things seem to be heating up fast. With several top-tier teams circling, fans are left wondering if Adams will finish the season in silver and black, or don a new uniform. The Jets, Saints, Bills, and even the Steelers are all watching the situation closely, each hoping to land the star wideout. Where could Adams end up? And what would it mean for the Raiders season and beyond? Stick with us as we break down all the latest Raiders news with insights from some of the top NFL insiders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and comment below with your thoughts. Where do you think Davante Adams will land? Stay tuned. We got all the details on the Raiders today. The trade winds have begun swirling around one of the NFL's most electrifying wide receivers, Davante Adams. As we enter the heart of the season, speculation is growing that the Las Vegas Raiders might be ready to part ways with their star player. For weeks now, rumors have bubbled under the surface, but things are starting to boil over. Sources indicate that Adams is nearing full health after a lingering hamstring injury, just in time for trade talks to intensify. While the Raiders have been coy about their intentions, it's clear that teams like the Jets, Saints, and Bills have all shown serious interest. The question remains, how much longer will Adams remain in a Raiders uniform? For Raiders fans, this is a tense moment. Adams, who was acquired in a blockbuster trade from the Packers just last year, was supposed to be a key piece of the Raiders' offensive puzzle. But now it seems his time in Vegas might be cut short. What does this mean for the future of the Raiders? And how will they move forward if their star leaves? One of the biggest names in the mix is the New York Jets. According to NFL insider Ian Rappaport, Adams has his eye on the Jets as his preferred landing spot. It makes sense. After all, the Jets have been aggressive in their pursuit of star talent this season, and Adams would be a perfect fit in their dynamic offense. However, things aren't quite that simple. Reports suggest that the Jets are hesitant to jump into serious negotiations just yet. With Adams' contract, which still includes a sizable $13.5 million owed this season, they want to make sure the timing is right. They are keeping a close eye on the situation, waiting for the perfect moment to strike a deal. Meanwhile, Adams' own concerns are starting to surface. Rumors suggest he's not entirely confident about the long-term future of Jets QB Aaron Rodgers, which could influence his willingness to commit to New York. Will the Jets make a move, or will they hold back as the trade deadline approaches? While the Jets may be Adams' top choice, the New Orleans Saints are said to be the most aggressive suitors so far. According to Rappaport, the Saints have been in steady contact with the Raiders, trying to work out a deal that benefits both sides. For the Saints, adding Adams would be a game-changing move, boosting their offense to new heights. The Saints are in win-now mode, and their front office knows that a talent like Adams could be the key to turning their season around. They've already shown they're willing to go all in by pursuing big names, and Adams would be a natural next step in their push for playoff success. But the price tag remains a sticking point. Las Vegas is reportedly holding firm on their asking price, a second-round pick at minimum. New Orleans, like other teams, is weighing the risks of giving up such a valuable asset. With time running out, the Saints will need to decide whether Adams is worth the price of admission, or if they'll be left watching from the sidelines. In the background of all this, other teams like the Buffalo Bills and Pittsburgh Steelers are quietly keeping tabs on the situation. The Bills, already considered Super Bowl contenders, are always looking for ways to strengthen their offense. Adding Adams would provide QB Josh Allen with another elite target, creating a nightmare scenario for opposing defenses. However, like the Jets, the Bills are hesitant to jump into the fray without a clear understanding of what the Raiders are looking for. They know that any offer they make could set the market for Adams, potentially raising the stakes in a bidding war. For now, they are playing it cool, but things could escalate quickly if they decide to enter the race seriously. Similarly, the Steelers have been monitoring the situation closely. With their storied history of big trades and a desire to return to playoff prominence, adding Adams could be the missing piece in Pittsburgh. The question is whether they can afford the price and whether Adams would fit into their current plans. Meanwhile, the Raiders today find themselves at a crossroads. Trade talks for their star receiver have intensified, but the team is in no rush to make a hasty decision. According to multiple reports, The Raiders are content to wait until the right offer comes along, showing no signs of desperation to move Adams unless the price is right. For the Raiders, this situation is about more than just money. It's about setting the right tone for the future of the franchise. If they trade Adams, they must ensure they get fair value in return, particularly considering the massive investment they made when they brought him over from Green Bay last year. The decision will have lasting impacts on the team's long-term strategy. At the same time, the Raiders are balancing their current roster needs. Losing Adams would create a significant hole in their offense, one that may not be easy to fill. But if the trade market heats up as expected, it's possible that Las Vegas could use the assets from an Adams deal to rebuild in other key areas. As we look ahead, one thing is clear. The situation surrounding Davante Adams is fluid, and anything could happen in the coming days. The trade deadline looms large, and the pressure is mounting on both Adams and the Raiders to make a decision. Will Adams find a new home with the Jets, Saints, Bills, or another team? Or will the Raiders hold on to him, hoping he can lead them to a strong finish this season? With so many moving parts, it's hard to predict what will happen next. But one thing is for sure, Raiders fans should stay glued to the news, as the next few days could bring massive changes to the team's future. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest Raiders news. Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Where do you think Davante Adams will end up? And make sure to like this video so you don't miss any of our in-depth NFL coverage.